Is your spirit weary, your heart heavy with unanswered questions, and your soul yearning for a peace that feels just out of reach? Do you find yourself adrift in a sea of uncertainty, grappling with doubts about your path, your purpose, or even your very worth? Perhaps you've faced relentless trials, a loss that shook your world, a betrayal that shattered your trust, or a financial storm that left you feeling utterly exposed. You might be battling an illness that drains your hope, or struggling with an inner turmoil that whispers constant negativity, clouding your mental clarity and stealing your inner peace. Does it feel like you're carrying a burden too heavy to bear, one that makes every step forward feel like an uphill battle? Have you ever wondered if there's a divine plan for you, a special calling that you're somehow missing amidst the chaos? What if I told you that within you, within your very essence, lies the blueprint for an extraordinary destiny, a purpose, woven into the fabric of your being by the divine itself? What if the very challenges you're facing right now are not roadblocks, but rather sacred pathways leading you to an unexpected gift from God, a gift that promises not just solace, but something even more profound, more miraculous? Before we embark on this profound journey together, a journey into the heart of divine possibility, I invite you to take 3 simple, yet powerful actions. First, like this video to help spread this message of hope and awakening to more souls who need to hear it. Second, leave a comment below, sharing one hope or prayer that resonates deeply within your heart right now. And third, subscribe to the Book of Wisdom channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the powerful insights and guidance designed to illuminate your path. Life, in its intricate dance, often presents us with moments that test the very foundations of our being. We navigate a world where the shadows of doubt, financial strain, emotional wounds, and relational strife can loom large, threatening to eclipse the light within us. Perhaps as you listen now, you find yourself at a crossroads, feeling the weight of the world pressing down. This message right here, right now, is precisely for you. It's an invitation to reflect on your own life's tapestry, to see how every thread, even the darkest ones, contributes to a masterpiece in progress. This isn't just another video. It's a beacon of hope, a guiding light intended to illuminate your spiritual journey and reveal the extraordinary gift that awaits. Let us consider Elias, a man whose life had become a stark testament to relentless struggle. Once a promising architect, Elias found himself adrift after a series of devastating setbacks. His architectural firm, once a source of immense pride, crumbled during a financial crisis, leaving him buried under mountains of debt. The stress took a toll on his marriage, and eventually his wife left, taking their 2 young children with her. Elias, stripped of everything he held dear, spiraled into the depths of despair. He lost his home, his career, and most painfully, his connection to his children. He found himself on the unforgiving streets, a silhouette against the harsh urban landscape, battling not only the biting cold, but also the insidious grip of alcohol addiction, a desperate attempt to numb the searing pain in his soul. Each passing day was a brutal cycle of survival, his only companions the gnawing hunger and the echo of his own broken dreams. His faith, once a cornerstone of his life, seemed to have evaporated into thin air. He questioned everything. "Where are you, God?" He would whisper to the indifferent night sky, his voice hoarse with despair. "Why have you forsaken me?" The Bible, once a source of comfort and guidance, lay forgotten, its words seeming hollow in the face of his agonizing reality. He was lost, broken, and convinced that his life was beyond redemption. The fear of homelessness gnawed at him constantly, a cold, persistent dread. The shame of his addiction, the guilt over losing his family, and the profound sense of failure consumed him. His once vibrant spirit was now a fractured mirror, reflecting only shattered fragments of his former self. His internal conflict was a raging tempest, a battle between the desire to escape the pain and the faint, almost imperceptible flicker of a memory of who he once was. He was a man drowning, yet with no apparent hand to pull him from the depths. This profound suffering, these raw emotions of fear, confusion, and doubt became his constant companions, obscuring any glimpse of a brighter future, even in the profound depths of Elias's despair. A subtle shift began to occur, almost imperceptibly at first. It was a cold, desolate night, and Elias, huddled in a cardboard box, shivered violently. He saw a homeless man, even older and more frail than himself, offering a piece of his meager bread to a stray dog. A wave of unexpected empathy washed over Elias. He hadn't felt such a pure, unselfish emotion in years. This tiny act of kindness amidst such profound desolation pricked something within him. It was a fleeting thought, a whisper against the roaring storm in his mind. If there is still kindness in this world, even in its darkest corners, perhaps there is still hope for me. The following morning, a soup kitchen volunteer, a woman with kind eyes, offered Elias a tattered copy of the Bible. He initially refused, cynicism hardened by years of suffering. But as she gently insisted, he took it, if only to be polite. Later, sitting alone, a profound loneliness settled over him. He opened the Bible, not out of faith, but out of sheer desperation for something, anything, to distract him from his pain. His eyes fell upon Psalm 34-18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. The words resonated with an unexpected power, a warmth he hadn't felt in what seemed like an eternity. It was as if God himself was whispering directly to his soul, acknowledging his pain and promising closeness. This wasn't an instant transformation, but a tiny, almost imperceptible spark. He still struggled with the urge to drink, still battled the overwhelming sense of hopelessness. Yet, that verse became a small anchor in his stormy sea. He started returning to the soup kitchen, not just for the food, but for the quiet moments of connection, for the occasional kind word from the volunteers. He began to read the Bible more consistently, drawn to stories of redemption and resilience. He read about Job, who lost everything, yet never cursed God. Job 1, 2022. He read about David, a shepherd boy who, through faith, conquered a giant. 1 Samuel 17. These stories, once distant narratives, now felt intimately connected to his own struggle. His faith, though still fragile, began to provide him with a quiet inner strength. He started attending a small, humble church near the soup kitchen. He didn't speak much, mostly listened, absorbing the messages of forgiveness, grace, and new beginnings. He learned about Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This verse, in particular, became a source of quiet contemplation. Could it be true? Could his suffering, his humiliation, somehow be part of a larger, divine plan for his good? The idea was daunting, almost unbelievable, yet it offered a flicker of purpose amidst the darkness. He began to pray, not with eloquent words, but with raw, heartfelt cries for help, for guidance, for a way out of the abyss. This small, burgeoning faith, even when his circumstances remained unchanged, was his lifeline, slowly transforming his perspective and planting the seeds of hope where only desolation had reigned. The breakthrough for Elias didn't arrive in a blinding flash, but rather through a series of subtle, interconnected events, each a testament to God's perfect timing. One rainy afternoon, as Elias was helping to clean up after a meal at the soup kitchen, the woman who had given him the Bible, Sarah, approached him. She was a retired social worker with a keen eye for untapped potential. She had noticed Elias's quiet diligence, his surprising knowledge of structural integrity when a pipe burst, and the way he helped organize the storage room with a methodical efficiency that hinted at his past profession. Elias, she began, I know of a local community project that needs someone with a strong sense of design, someone who can envision spaces and bring them to life. It's for a new outreach center. Would you be willing to volunteer, perhaps draw up some basic plans? Elias was stunned. He hadn't touched a drafting pencil in years. His mind, dulled by addiction and despair, struggled to grasp the offer. He almost refused, his insecurity overwhelming. But then he remembered the verses he had clung to, the quiet whispers of hope. He thought of Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This wasn't about his own ability. It was about trusting in a power greater than himself. He hesitantly agreed. The initial days were challenging. His hands trembled, his mind felt sluggish, and the precision required for architectural drawings felt alien. Yet, as he meticulously sketched, something stirred within him. It was a familiar passion, long dormant, now beginning to awaken. Sarah, observing his dedication, discreetly connected him with a local architect who was also a devout church member. This architect, impressed by Elias's raw talent and newfound commitment, offered him a part-time, paid position, starting with simple tasks, gradually increasing his responsibilities. It was a humble beginning, but it was a beginning nonetheless. This new opportunity wasn't just about work. It was about purpose. Elias began attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, finding solace and strength in the shared stories of recovery. He started rebuilding his physical health, fueled by a renewed sense of self-worth. Each small victory, each step away from his addiction, was a testament to the transformative power of his burgeoning faith. He realized that God's timing was indeed perfect. The financial crisis that shattered his life had, in an unexpected way, stripped him bare, forcing him to confront his deepest vulnerabilities and rebuild himself on a foundation of unshakable faith. He also started cautiously reaching out to his children, first through letters, then carefully orchestrated visits. The road was long, paved with the pain of past mistakes, but with each interaction, a tiny thread of connection was rewoven. He started to see that his perseverance, his unwavering trust in God, had led him to this point of profound transformation. He was not just recovering, he was being reborn. The unexpected gift wasn't a sudden reversal of fortune, but the profound realization that his faith was the key all along, unlocking doors he never thought possible and guiding him towards a renewed sense of purpose and a future filled with hope. He understood that his struggles were not merely trials, but part of a divine crucible, refining him, shaping him, and preparing him for a destiny far grander than he could have ever imagined. As Elias emerged from the crucible of his trials, he wasn't just a survivor. He was a testament to the transformative power of divine grace. His eyes, once dulled by despair, now shone with a newfound clarity and peace. His frame, once stooped with defeat, now carried itself with quiet strength. He had not only regained his financial stability, but he had also found a deeper, richer sense of purpose. He was now a project manager for a non-profit organization that built affordable housing for the homeless, his past struggles becoming the fuel for his unwavering compassion and commitment. His architectural skills, once a source of professional pride, were now consecrated to a higher calling, bringing dignity and shelter to those who had once shared his plight. More profoundly, Elias had found emotional healing and a vibrant, unshakable spiritual connection. He reconciled with his children, not merely as a father, but as a man who had faced his demons and emerged stronger, more humble, and infinitely more loving. He often shared his story, not to dwell on his past pain, but to inspire others, particularly the young men and women struggling with addiction or homelessness. He would tell them about the verse that became his anchor, Psalm 34-18. And how God truly is close to the brokenhearted. He would speak about the power of Romans 8:28, reminding them that even in their darkest moments, God is working all things for their good. Elias had discovered the profound truth of youngness forever, not in a literal sense of physical immortality, but in the eternal renewal of the spirit. He carried within him a vitality, a zest for life, and an unyielding optimism that defied his chronological age. His spirit was perpetually young, always learning, always growing, always open to the boundless possibilities that faith unlocks. He lived by the words of 2 Corinthians 4:16, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day." This wasn't just a verse to him. It was the lived reality of his transformed existence. His past pain was not erased, but it was redeemed, becoming the very foundation of his wisdom and empathy. He was a living embodiment of resilience, a beacon of hope for countless others. His life became a testament to his unwavering trust in God. He no longer feared setbacks, understanding them as mere detours. On a divinely guided path, he embraced challenges with a quiet confidence, knowing that each one was an opportunity for growth, for a deeper understanding of God's unwavering love and provision. He had found his true purpose, aligned with the divine will, and in doing so had unlocked an inexhaustible wellspring of peace and fulfillment. His journey, no matter how challenging it had been, became a powerful narrative of transformation, reminding all who heard it that they too can experience this profound renewal by holding on to their faith. The unexpected gift from God was not just a changed life, but an eternal wellspring of spiritual youthfulness, a constant state of renewal and boundless hope. The journey of faith is not a destination, but a continuous unfolding, a testament to The enduring power of divine love and the unwavering truth that, no matter the struggle, faith in God will always lead to breakthroughs, inner peace, and a profound sense of purpose. Elias's story is but one echo of countless testimonies throughout history, from the prophets of old who faced insurmountable odds yet held fast to their divine calling, to the everyday heroes among us who silently battle their demons and emerge victorious through the strength of their convictions. As it is written in Hebrews 11:1, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This confidence, this unwavering belief in the unseen hand of the divine, is the very essence of transformation. Consider the countless documented cases of individuals overcoming seemingly impossible circumstances through faith. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, found meaning and purpose even in the depths of Auschwitz, stating that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. His ability to find meaning in suffering, to choose faith over despair, is a powerful example of spiritual resilience. Similarly, figures like Mother Teresa, dedicating her life to the poorest of the poor, demonstrated an unwavering faith that moved mountains of suffering and brought comfort to countless souls, embodying the principle of selfless love and unwavering trust in divine providence. Her work, driven by an unshakable belief, transformed despair into dignity for millions. Remember that God is always at work, even in the most difficult and seemingly hopeless times. Just as the sculptor chips away at the stone to reveal the masterpiece within, so too does God often use our struggles to refine us, to reveal the true chosen one within each of us. The pain you experience is not without purpose. It is often the very crucible in which your faith is forged, your character strengthened, and your spiritual understanding deepened. The unexpected gift from God, that promise of youngness forever, is not a denial of physical aging, but a profound spiritual state where your spirit remains vibrant, your hope undimmed, and your capacity for joy and purpose eternally renewed. It is a state of being where peace transcends understanding and purpose blossoms even in barren lands. You, my dear friend, are a chosen one. Your journey, with all its twists and turns, its valleys and its peaks, is divinely orchestrated. The struggles you face are not meant to break you, but to awaken within you a strength you never knew you possessed, a resilience that will carry you through anything. The unexpected gift from God is not some distant reward. It is the profound and continuous renewal of your spirit, a timeless youngness forever that transcends the limitations of the physical world. It is the joy of aligning with your true purpose, the peace of trusting in God's perfect plan, and the boundless hope that comes from knowing you are deeply loved and guided. Now, I challenge you to take a bold step of faith. Are you ready to claim this unexpected gift, this eternal youngness of spirit? Begin by embracing the present moment, no matter how challenging it may seem. Just as Elias found solace in reading Psalm 34-18 and Romans 8:28, find verses in the Holy Book that speak directly to your current situation and hold on to them as your personal anchors. Let the words of Jeremiah 29:11 resonate within you. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This is your promise. Take practical steps towards change, no matter how small they seem. If you are struggling with addiction, reach out for help, just as Elias sought solace in AA meetings. If you are battling financial hardship, seek wise counsel and take responsible actions. If your heart is broken, allow yourself to heal and lean into the divine comfort that is always available. Engage in prayer, not as a mere ritual, but as a genuine conversation with the divine. Pour out your heart, your fears, your hopes, and your gratitude. Trust that your prayers are heard and that divine intervention is always at work, often in ways we least expect. Remember, God is always at work, even in the most difficult times, weaving a tapestry of grace and transformation in your life. You have the power to overcome, not through your own might alone, but through the limitless strength available to you through faith. Embrace your journey, for it is uniquely yours, designed to reveal the extraordinary chosen one you are destined to be. If this message has touched your heart, if it has resonated with the deepest longings of your soul, please like this video. To help us spread this light to others, comment below and share how this message has inspired you or one step of faith you are committed to taking today. Your testimony can be a beacon of hope for someone else. And finally, subscribe to the Book of Wisdom and turn on notifications so you can continue to walk with us on this journey of spiritual awakening and divine discovery. Together, let us embrace the unexpected gift of youngness forever and live lives aligned with our highest purpose.